Well, look who decided to join us after what's been ages. That's what's going on today, fam. So as you can see, the Vette is back, finally. And she's on plate, so that means she's registered and she's driving. So, and for those of you who do know, and for those who don't know, the Vette was down for a hot second. And I'm gonna go through why. So, on March 19th of 2018, I was convoying to the Nürburgring with my bro Felix when Bambi decided to jump out in the middle of the road and end its life. Alright, so here he or she is. It definitely sucks for that little guy. Needless to say, like, that trip was done, right? So the car, like, front end was all damaged up. No bueno. So then I take the car to the shop. The car gets repaired after so much red tape and like Germany, like BS. You know what I mean? Like getting parts, like discontinued parts I needed and stuff like that. Then like November of 2018 is when the car was finally fixed. So and if you try to make a video but people just won't let you live. So then, and the car was finally fixed. As in fixed, I mean that the body was repaired. All the body damage was repaired, right? So then, what I found out later was the car developed two issues. First, the lights were going crazy. So, like when you turn on the four ways, like the front park lights wouldn't work, and then like, man, like, and the turn signal lights on the dash were always illuminated. I mean, it was crazy. The car was just doing some crazy things. So that was problem number one. Problem number two is the car would fuel cut every time it got above 2 miles per hour. It was throwing a code that said like service the column lock. Cool. And so the shop who did the repairs was not able to diagnose it. So then I had the car towed to the shop, like near the base where I'm stationed at in Germany. Tip number one, never take your car to a shop that is close to a military installation. For two reasons. One, they're gonna be shit. Number two, they're gonna be high and overpriced for no reason. Like just cause they, you know, I mean, like just cause people like to get over on soldiers. So just word of advice there. So they did nothing for the car. Complete waste of time. It sat there for like 2 months, I think, or whatever. No progress whatsoever. Come pick the car up because I find this Vette specialty shop about 2 hours away from where I live. So I take it there. Cool. So the car sat there for a period of time. I'm not even sure. Then I finally got the car back March 2nd. So I go to pick up the car, right? And the shop tells me that everything's good with the car. Everything's straight at this point. The car is running. I call them up. I'm like, yo, are you sure? Are the lights fixed? Da-da-da. Yeah. And so they tell me it is. And then I get there and I'm pissed. First off, the lights were not fixed. The lights were still doing the craziness, but the car did run. So that was a plus. But the car was running weirdly. It was running roughly. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the electrical issue relating to the lights, but it still ran crazy. So, and when I picked up the car, and the lady that was working there that day couldn't tell me like what was the actual issue. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I think really happened here. So the car was sitting for so long and the drain plugs inside the car were clogged. So like when it rained, all that rain went to the passenger seat and it was wetting like the electronics down there, which was causing the car to do crazy things. And so the shop, I think after like just letting it sit for so long, it dried out and it finally started working one day. So I go pick up the car. I get it back home. I'm pissed. So I figure out why my lights aren't working. Something so simple. And so when the accident happened, right? And this is part of the light wiring harness, right? And so when the accident happened, this little ground that goes in here got booted out somehow, right? Like, I guess the way it hit, that flew out. And then I was on the forums looking up like how to fix it. And And then I came across like this picture where it showed that ground having to go inside of this little connector. Like I thought it was just a free connector for like fog lights or something like that. So, and I remember seeing this connector like just sitting in the back of my car. I plug it in, sure enough, all lights work. I spent a boatload of money for pretty much no reason for having this car fixed when I should have just did what I was supposed to do in the first place and fixed it myself. And not trust the shop. But lesson learned up on that one. And so fast forward to today, the car is back. There's still a few things that need to be done. Like the body shop, they put the front like lower splitter in upside down. So I have to go in, refix that. I will say the body shop did do a good job paint matching all the panels. This left fender got replaced, front bumper got replaced, and it looks good. It looks good. But the car still needs a few things, man. Let me open it up so y'all can check it out. As the car sits, I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not 100% satisfied. I want to change out the steering wheel setup. I want to get an MGW shifter instead of this Hertz. I want to get a new like 5-point harness, a 3-inch harness with a cam lock. Still got to do cams and long tubes, all that stuff, man. Want to get like bigger rotor rings, and for the Willwood brick brake kit. It's like so much stuff to do, but the money's just like but it's gonna get there eventually. It's gonna get there eventually. But yeah, but that's the update up on the Vette. This is where the Vette sits right now. It is running, still having the occasional electrical issue, but I think I found a fix for that, which I'm gonna document in the next video, let y'all know what it was. But that's all I got for right now, man. Take it easy. Have a good day. I'm out.